up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo.J and we are locked in. This is the series finale, the season finale. Season 6, Snowfall, it all comes to an end. And when I tell you this is the worst fall from grace we've ever seen on television, this is even worse than Nino Brown. At least Nino Brown went out in a suit. Franklin Saint went from flying his own jets to walking around in the back alleys. Now, before we jump into this and break down this finale, if you like Snowfall content, power content, because this is the end of Snowfall until the spinoff, then hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. Mastermind Tasha Son's merchandise is in the comment section and in the description. Now back to Franklin Saint. Man, it was ugly for him. From the start of the episode to the end of it, we knew that it wasn't going to be good for Franklin. And the way he went out, well, in the words of Franklin Saint, I ain't got no chains on, I'm free. So let's jump into it. This is the finale of Snowfall.
FX's Snowfall.
After Cissy took out Teddy McDonald in front of his boss, Franklin had to go on the run. They locked her up. Now he's trying to make a few calls. He runs to a bar. He talks to Veronique. She's saying come home. He knows he needs to do something else. He sits down at the bar. The bartender looks at him. He can tell he's having a rough day, gives him a shot, but he gets a page. It's Teddy McDonald's boss. He goes over there, and now they're not playing around with Franklin. No more games. No more running around. You have an asset? KGB? Bring him to us. You got 1 hour. Franklin goes back to the warehouse. Veronique is there watching, none other than Ruben, the KGB agent that's been trying to help them out, but really couldn't help them out. Franklin has to knock him out. We have to return him to the CIA in order for them to stay off of Franklin's back for the murder of Teddy McDonald. Even though Cissy did it, Franklin was the one that was connected to the CIA. So of course, Franklin is doing like any other scared man would do. He gets Ruben, drops him off, leaves, don't look back, don't ask any questions. The next day, Franklin goes to the courthouse because his mother, she's getting up here. Cissy Franklin, how do you plead? She said, I plead guilty for killing a CIA agent who was selling drugs and funding an illegal war. The judge is talking about order in court, because she's laying it all on the line. Now her attorney is like, hey, whoa, don't say that. In the back, Franklin's back here. This is day 1 of becoming a junkie / alcoholic / bum. And you know, things will crash down on you. In the dope game, dead or in jail. That's what they always say. Dead or in jail. Well, it looks like police, they're starting to ask, Franklin, what's going on? We got all these bodies. Kevin, they took it all the way back. Jamming Jerome, Kane. It's a lot of bodies that have been falling in LA that aren't federal. This is taken over by the state. And Franklin is like, well, if you got anything on me, then do something, Uncle Tom. Franklin is on his last lifeline. He goes over to talk to Leon, and Leon is telling his crew, we need to find a new connect. I don't care who it is. Now we know Leon's been sitting on some money. He came back from Africa because he wasn't able to take it with him. Franklin says, hey, I owe you $500,000. Let me get that 3M. I'll pay you back in about 10 years, 10 times the money that you gave me. So he's saying he's going to give him back 30 million. But Leon says, I can't do that. And the reason Leon can't do that is because he already knows that this is the end for everybody. The dope game isn't going to last forever. Now Wanda, she's trying to go back to Africa. Leon's going to give her some money so she can go over there. And as of right now, he's going to hold it down until he can figure things out. Wanda's a little bit upset because he doesn't want to go with her. But it's not that he doesn't want to go with her right now. He just wants to figure out what's going on here because it's too much money to take to Africa. Franklin goes to visit his mother in jail. And she doesn't say a word to him because she really sacrificed herself by killing Teddy to get him and Leon about the game. But as you can see, Franklin is losing everything, and for him, it's all about the money. And Cissy is realizing he doesn't understand what's really going on here, so she leaves. Now back at the house, Franklin gets visit, and they're talking about selling his stake in the Silver Springs project. Now he didn't know anything about this because Veronique went behind his back. She went behind his back to see how much they could get, just to have the numbers in front of him to see if it's worth keeping the stocks that they have into it, or is it more in their favor by selling it. Now Franklin, You remember, he said he built all this ground up. He's been treating everybody like ish. And he's saying, if I want to tear it down, I'll tear it down. But Veronique, never go behind my back and do something, especially talking business. Now, Veronique, in my opinion, was trying to help in this case, but you still got to talk to Franklin about this situation. Because if not, we're going to be looking at Veronique just like we did in the first season we seen her. She's a suspect. Now, Cissy did sacrifice herself for Leon and Franklin. Leon has been looking at her like a mother. You remember when he was on the run? He had to get his hair braided. They had their moment. So she's always looked at Leon like a son and kept him close. Now, Leon actually listened to everything that Cissy is saying. And she's saying, if you want to do something for me, don't take care of the shelter. Pack you a suitcase with some books, go to Africa with your wife, and find out who you are in this life. I lost Franklin. I don't want to lose you too to this same nonsense. Now, Leon is crying because he knows this is the best thing to do. And even Wanda was trying to get him to come. But you see, Cissy, she's at least talking to Leon because he's listening and understanding what she's talking about and realizing that, hey, when it all comes crumbling down, you got to get out the way because that boulder's not going to stop until it knocks everything down in its path. Franklin goes down to the bank only to find out that there's no money in the account. Veronique withdrew $800,000, a large lump sum, a majority of the account. Now, he was trying to get a $129,000 check cash to his company because he said that he's tearing down the building, needs a new foundation. He was going to take whatever money he could. But Veronique emptied the account. In the Silver Springs account, that's what was paying for it. All the money in that bank account. Now, I'm not sure the $1.8 million went that was in the account that they put in the Florida bank. But whatever money they got here in LA, Veronique, $800,000 gone. Now, Franklin, they are already behind on payments for the mortgage. So what he was going to do was sell all of the properties, keep the big stuff, and then ride it out for the long one. But that ain't going to happen. Franklin speeds over to the penitentiary because he has to talk to his mom. Right now, he lost everything. Mom, Veronique, she effed me over. But we all knew that was going to happen. We never knew who she was. We could never trust her. She's just like her mama. You remember, her mama got at least 250 off of a guy in South Africa, allegedly, and left Veronique in jail. So Franklin is asking his mother, hey, I got some paperwork for you to sign over so I can take over the house because I can't sell the house with you in jail. Now, she's not saying anything, and Franklin, he's upset, he's irate, frustrated, drunk. He's saying, listen, you're going to be in here for life. You did this to me. You couldn't just wait 10 more seconds. Teddy was getting ready to transfer the money. Now, Cissy doesn't want to hear this, and Franklin, he starts going off on his mom. She just gets up and leave, and they got to physically escort Franklin Saint out the county jail. At the house, Franklin is going through it. They won't extend him. It's been a couple of months. House stinks. House is junky. Well, he gets a page, and this page is from his investigator. Now, he's telling Franklin straight up, listen, I'm done working with you. I'm not looking for her no more. Veronique is gone. She's in the wind. It's over with. But I do have a little bit of information for you. Now, this information that he has, this is key information because Franklin's been looking for this for a while, and we've all been wondering what the hell happened to Peaches. Well, Franklin has an address and a gun in his hand. You already know what's about to happen. He goes to some house. He goes around the back. Now, this should be valuable information and key to where Peaches is. He sneaks through the back, and what does he see? Peaches laying on the couch, being the junkie that he is. They have a little back and forth. He's telling Peaches, I thought you would have moved halfway across the globe, only to find out you 20 minutes away from LA. Well, they have a little back and forth, and Peaches does admit, I do have a safe in the back. Let me show you. But this conversation doesn't go the way either one of them planned. Peaches tries to pull down on Franklin. Franklin gets to shooting back. Peaches miss. Franklin hits him 2 times in the chest. Now we have a safe in the back. The only issue is we don't have a combination for this safe, and we can't get in this safe because we don't have any of the tools. Franklin calls around to the local locksmiths and tells them, hey man, I put the right combination in. It's just not working. Can you come over here? A gentleman by the name of Miguel shows up. Now Miguel, he's like, some old lady got locked out the house. I had to get her in the house. But let me see. Oh, this safe? Because he didn't plan on doing this. No one ever plans on breaking into a safe unless you're a bank robber. Miguel was laughing around. Little did he know this was a robbery. Now, while he's working on the safe, he's almost in. But another junkie shows up. And this junkie's like, hey, where's Peaches? He tries to run out of the room. Miguel's like, what the hell's going on? I thought it was just you two. Franklin chases the junkie out the room. Pop, pop. He gone. He won't be in the spinoff. Now Miguel's looking like, man, I don't want no problems. Franklin said, I'm not gonna hurt you. Just get the safe open and I'm gonna let you get up out of here. When they finally open the safe, there's only 12,000 funky ass dollars in this safe. And if you remember, Peaches stole $5 million. So over the last 6 months, 7 months, Peaches then went through $5 million. Now this isn't unbelievable because he bought a house, probably had cars, probably been throwing parties. That's an easy $10,000 a day. The way they're living, this is roughly a $10,000 a day lifestyle that they were living. Miguel should have known something was up. Franklin told him to take the $12,000 and leave. He said he's not going to tell on Franklin, but of course, Franklin isn't going to let somebody just walk out the house alive knowing that he did this. He takes out Miguel. Now, hopefully he took that $12,000 out of Miguel's pocket because trust me, he needs it. The feds are closing in on everybody. They even went to the stables to look for Louie. Now, the lady at the stable, she's saying, oh yeah, I've seen her before. She came a couple of months ago looking for work, but she left. Now, I don't know if they were hiding her from the police because, you know, she has paid them nicely. That's what it's looking like. And the DEA, Agent Tony is like, yeah, if you see her, let us know. We're going to come and get her. She had one of the biggest operations in LA. Now she's in here hiding. She can't even go down to Jamaica like Jerome wanted. Man, it's crazy for everybody in these times. A year passes. We see Leon coming back to the old street where it all started. He got him a little curl now. He ain't rocking the braids. A little button down long sleeve. And he's going over to Franklin's house to see if he's still there. Now the kids, it's a different era now. It's a different era now. The kids are asking him, who you with? Where you from? He's like, nah, I'm from here. Does anyone live in that house? Now this house is a pigsty. Franklin, he's been losing it. We've seen him go down a hill. There's never been a spike in episode 10. It's just all downhill for him. Inside of Franklin's house, this place is a pigsty. You know it's stinking here. Franklin looking like Tyrone Bickham's. Lips ashy, shirt dingy, hair unbrushed, and he's paranoid. He's looking bad too. He's on the bottle. He think the feds are still watching, but PSA, the feds ain't watching you no more. It's over with. They don't need you. They got the KGB agent. They got someone in jail for Teddy. Everything is covered up. And let me tell you something. This is America. They're not gonna believe an alcoholic black man who's behind on property taxes. If you were this big of a drug dealer, where's all the money at? This story is gonna go untold unless you're watching Snowfall. Now he tells Leon, let's go out the back and have a talk because I know you don't want to be in here. Now while they're walking, we see Boys in the Hood in the background. You see John Singleton. So they dedicated this to him because, you know, he started this Snowfall stuff. So this was good here. And you do hear Franklin say, the movie business, that's bad. Ain't no money in that. Y'all not gonna win an Oscar. Man. Where it all began. Full circle, y'all. Full circle. Now, Leon had $3 million. He left, came back. He started a little firm where he's going to help people out in the community. And what he really came back for is for Franklin to join him, to get clean, and we start fresh. Yeah, you're not going to have the millions that you had, but you'll still be alive and you'll have something to live for. Franklin's too far gone, so he asked for $10 because, man, forget what Leon's talking about. I need some drink. Leon gives him a 20. He's excited as hell. He goes and get him some drink. And Leon is realizing, man, Franklin, he fell off. All the way off. No parachute. As they walk back to the house, we see the police pull up. They're about to evict Franklin out of there. Leon has a little bit of tears dropping from his eye because Franklin tells him straight up, man, look at you, yo-yo. You my best friend and you made me proud. So even though Franklin knows it's over with for him, He's looking at everything Leon did, and he tells him, "You're my best friend. You're like a brother." This makes Leon cry, because when you see your friend going down a path like this and there's nothing you can do, it's a damaging moment in your life. But Franklin Saint, he tells him straight up, "Look at me, Leon. I'm out the game. I don't have any chains on me no more. I'm free, and I did it my way." Leon was trying to give him a second opportunity, but Franklin, he's at the point where he just gives up. As he walks away, you hear Leon in the back, "Saint!" He don't want him to go. He's crying. Franklin realizes, a 5-year run, it ain't that bad. You alive, but at what cost? That's the end of Snowfall. Franklin doesn't have anything. Leon made it. Wanda's getting into music. And that's that. Game over. There's no coming back from it. All right, let me know what you think about the finale. Did it turn out the way you wanted? Are you going to be watching the spinoff of Wanda? Did Cissy do the right thing? There's so many questions that we can ask about this show. Now, I know a lot of people were saying they didn't like how the finale ended. It was all right to me. It was all right to me. I mean, they could have did it a different way, but I like how they did that. They showed him start from nothing, have everything, and then lose everything. So in my personal opinion, it was a cool way to end it. I wanted to see like either Franklin or Louie die, but the way they did it this way, it's all right. I rock with it. So overall, the whole series of Snowfall, I'm gonna give it an 8. Season 5 and 6, they kind of went down to me, but overall, I give the whole 6 seasons about an 8. They had a potential to be like one of those 9s, you know what I'm saying? One of those 9s, 9.5s, but I give it an 8. That's solid. But man, that's the end of Snowfall. Let me know what you guys think. Tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the after show discussion of the finale of Snowfall. I'm Mo.J. Man, 6 seasons, y'all. We made it. Damn. Man, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.